Welcome to House of Cryptic. It's morning and I have to upload a video tomorrow, which will be this video that you're currently watching. But I also work in like an hour and haven't finished filming. So we can have a breakfast and chat. And I also have a lot of con crunching to do, which I'm not sure it really counts 2 weeks ahead of time, but I don't like doing everything this close to the convention. So, but I figured while I'm con crunching, we should talk about how to handle cons. And I know the summer cons are over, basically, but fall cons are coming up, winter cons are coming up, spring cons are coming up, next year's summer cons are coming up. So you may be thinking, Jess, you should have put this video out 6 months ago. Yeah, I know, thanks. But it's out now. So, I have 11 tips for how to make it through your next con, as I'm sure you've seen in the title. And they're not really in any particular order, but we're going to talk about some things that'll help make your con experience a little bit better, particularly if you're cosplaying. Because I feel like everybody talks about things you need for cosplay and stuff that'll help you cosplay better and how to take pictures and all of that, but nobody really talks about, well, some people do, talks about how to handle a con in full cosplay. So, here we go. There's no such thing as being too clean. If you shower every day and apply deodorant every day, you're doing real well. You're gonna want to break in your shoes before you go to the convention, because I personally have had experiences where you just end up giving yourself blisters the entire con because you just didn't think to break them in or know where the spots are that they rub against your feet. And so if you have a chance to break them in or even just wear them around your apartment or house, before the convention, it gives you an idea of where you need to like put a band-aid the day of the con, or where you need to like really work to break it in. I would recommend having something called an emergency kit. And I'll show you what's in mine. Having the extra supplies just kind of helps at least give peace of mind. Try to get at least 6 hours of sleep every night, because otherwise you're just not gonna function. If you can get 8, swing for 8, but I know you're not going to try that hard, but 6 hours, just to get 6 hours of sleep and you're solid. Make sure to drink a lot of water at the con, because one of the biggest issues I see from people, especially in summer cons, but also in other cons if you're wearing like a lot of heavy armor or layers in your cosplay, because we all know period pieces get very heavy very quickly. Drink lots of water. You're going to dehydrate. You're walking around a convention, even if you're just sitting at an artist alley the entire time. It's really important to stay hydrated, and it's really important to take care of yourself. This is a tip I almost never see from people. Have a backup. So if you're bringing in a cosplay that's like full foam armor, or has lots of corseting, or like petticoats and layers and is really heavy, or maybe you know the wig gives you a headache. I have at least 2 cosplays right now that the bald cap is giving me a headache at points, and the wig gives me a headache in makeup tests. Makeup tests. Bring an alternative for that day. Like, I know you really want to wear that cosplay the entire day, but sometimes wearing a corset all day or wearing binding all day, it gets really tiring, it gets really unhealthy, especially if you're not doing it properly. In fact, chest binding, you should only wear it a couple hours. before taking it off and giving yourself a break. And so what you really want to do is bring a cosplay that you can either change into halfway through the day or give yourself a break period where you say, okay, these times I'm going to go back to the hotel, I'm going to take off all of this, I'm just going to lay in bed for an hour or two and just be there. And that'll give your body some time to break so that you're not as tired at the end of the day, and so that the next day you're not sore or as sore as you would be. And this can honestly be having something that's really comfortable to wear as a backup, or even just bring normal clothes and just wear that out. If your cosplay is going to tire you out on one day, that may be part of why y'all are all getting con plague. Just saying, just throwing that out there. Make a list. Make like 50 lists. I currently have a list of things that need to be finished before my next con, and then I also have a list of entire breakdowns for all of my cosplays and what needs to still be done. It's also good to write a packing list so that you know you can sit there and pack as you're checking off the list. I literally went to a con one time where I just forgot to pack underwear, which sounds like the dumbest thing ever, but we had to go to Target because everybody forgot a bunch of stuff anyways. But underwear, like, come on. And then you can go through it a couple times and make sure, do I have every piece for this costume? Do I have every piece for when we're not in costume and my friends and I just want to go grab dinner someplace? Do I have all the wig styling stuff I need, all the makeup stuff I need? What all do I need? And here it is in a list, and I can just go down the list and put it all in my backpack. Keep your phone on you the whole con. Keep it charged. It's useless if it's not charged. You just have a tiny break. A lot of cosplays that I have where they don't really have like an easy place for me to store my phone, I end up carrying it all day, and that's fine. It's a little inconvenient, sure, but it's a lot easier than just not being able to contact anyone. The only exception I have for that is if you know you're going to stick with whoever's carrying your bag 100% of the time, then maybe you can get away with not carrying your phone on you, but that's only if you're like glued to the hip with this person. So, and if you end up like, hey, I need to go do this other thing on the other side of the con center, take your phone with you. Trust me, just, all right? In line with keeping your phone with you, make sure to have everyone in the group's numbers. Even if you don't get every single person's number, but make sure you have at least enough that if you need to, you have people to contact. You pick someplace either outside the building, like frequently cons will have displays out front or in the lobby area, or some buildings, some convention centers will have like a weird spiral staircase and you can be like, this is the place, or a Starbucks. And just pick a location that's really easy to find and that you can say to someone, hey, how do I get to the Starbucks in the lobby? And someone can just, that way, and you can go. It gives a little bit of a peace of mind. Make sure you're also eating actual meals. I understand 3 square meals a day is kind of challenging when you have 2 hours of makeup in the morning, an hour of removal at night, and you're busy on the con floor all day. But try to make it a priority to have one real meal every day, even if you just go out to dinner with your friends and grab like Taco Bell. Make sure you're at least eating enough food to constitute an actual meal, and no, a bowl of ramen noodles doesn't count. These are the tips I recommend to someone when they tell me they've never been to a con, or maybe it's their first time cosplaying at a con. And they're not even really cosplay specific. There's a couple things in like the emergency kit that's a little cosplay specific, but it's not like super specific. Hopefully, if you found something useful in there, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified next week when I post a video, and comment any video ideas down in the comment box below. I have part 2 of the body paint one that I'm working on. I'm trying really hard to finish cosplays for FanX. We're gonna get those done. And I have a couple ideas for videos, but comment below if you want me to talk about something, you want me to make a specific video, let me know and have a good one.